What is up, YouTube? Hope everyone has been doing well. Like I said in last week's video, I'm going to be starting a new series on founding queens and how to raise a founding colony. So we'll be using our new colony that we received. If you guys haven't watched the previous video, these are C.rufoglaucus, and it is now actually feeding time for them. So what we're going to do is, I've had a few people question how to feed out of a test tube. I found a very simple solution. If you do have a syringe with a needle, it is probably the quickest and easiest way to feed a colony without there being escapees, even while having a little cotton bud over here. And then I will show also how to feed with a little feeder, 3D printed feeder like this. I'll show you how it's made, things like that. Not how it's made, how it functions, and you guys can probably try something different. But this isn't very necessary. It's very helpful, but all my colonies before these I've raised without this little 3D printed feeder, if you may. All right, so what you will need is sugar water in a little syringe, such as this one. Okay, so now the solution is about, I think it's 30 to 40% sugar to water ratio. That is the optimal for ants to feed sugar water. And where this might become a little bit dangerous for the younger viewers, please have your parents nearby, is a little needle. So the needle is important because the needle is going to help push through the cotton on the side of the glass of the test tube, and basically being able to feed the ants from this. So you don't remove the cotton at all, you just squeeze the needle in between the test tube and the cotton. Now you'll see I've got a hungry worker right there. Like I said, it is feeding time. So let's give them some sugar water. Now, as I'm showing you here, you just wedge I would recommend the open part, if you can see it, against the glass. Otherwise, it's going to pull too much cotton in. I'm going to just lift it a bit because we need to angle. And just like that, I'm through. And now I can squeeze a drop of water, maybe 2 drops, and just like that. Let's maybe do one for good measure. There we go. And you pull out your syringe, and there's no escapees. There's a little wedge there where the syringe was, but then the cotton will immediately close with that. All right, so that is number 1. Okay, you'll probably see the workers come in now. I'll smell that sugar water. The second way is to use this feeder. Okay, so how this feeder works is there's 2 levers. There's the main lever. Let me do it like this. There's the main lever, which is basically the cover, if you may. Then you've got the little latch part that you can put some food items in. So while this goes down below, this is it assembled. You can pull out this bottom one. You can pull out that bottom one, place your food item, place your sugar water, honey, as you may see fit, and you put it back. Now when you've got it in the test tube, you can just open that latch and you can expose the food. So in the future, if you want to refill the food or something, you just close that latch, you pull out that little piece. I'm going to demonstrate now what that looks like. Just give me a sec. I just want to wait for this worker to actually disappear a bit. If I can reuse the needle. Interesting, no, she didn't drink now. Okay, this is... Okay, now what I'm going to do is replace this feeder how I originally had it. So take out the cotton, place the feeder, then you wedge a little piece of cotton in between. Very important, so that you don't allow any ants to escape while you've got all of this wedged in there. And there you've got it. What's very nice about the stand is it's got a little bit of a wedge, little foot, as you may call it, over there, so when the test tube rests, it can't roll. Just want to twist slightly more. And then you've got it. So now, if I want to feed, like I've got a food item, I'm going to pull out this piece over here. I'm going to squirt some sugar water in over there. Couple drops. Okay. Then I'm going to replace it back in there. There we go. Pull that out and expose the sugar water. Now that cotton was just a bit too close, and there you go. Sugar water in there. Some of it was attached to the lever, so you've got that. And the ants are happy, they're fed. Now in the future, what I may do is pull out the bottom lever and push maybe a piece of egg, yellow, maybe a small piece of roach or roach leg or something like that, that I will open the latch, and then they will have protein from there. So I might not use this little holder, if you may call it, but I will still use it in the sense that it's going to wedge now the back half of this piece and then have the food item exposed over there. Anyway guys, I'll fast forward to if I've got the workers busy feeding a bit, and yeah, that's the first step to feeding your founding colony. Sugar water is the primary food source for the first couple of days after your nanitics arrive, your first workers, and thereafter I would say it is roughly 60% sugar and then another 40% protein for the diet. You must remember the workers rely on sugar water to sustain themselves. The protein is more for the queen for egg production and for the eggs and larvae to grow and form into the cocoons or bigger larvae or brood or whatever you want to call it. Excuse me. So then that is for queen and eggs. To recap about the protein, workers need the sugar. So happy workers, happy queen. So in the next day you'll see it's a bit difficult right now. I don't know when they're going to feed. It's very odd. I think all the lighting is freaking them out a bit. But we've got, if you guys were asking, curious to know, we've got one cocoon that's probably going to come out in the next couple of days. We've got little miss over here, inquisitive, and you can see all those larvae with the dark spots are well-fed larvae. That means basically you can see the little tummies there in the middle. They're nice and full with nutrients or proteins or sugars. Now what the workers have been feeding them, what the queen has been feeding. So there's about 4 to 5 larvae that's going to go into cocoon stage soon. They're going to start spinning, and then from there they'll go into workers. Okay guys, that's it for the video. In the next one we'll probably give them some protein. I must just decide what I want to make it. I think it will probably be egg yellow, boiled egg, and then a small little piece of the yellow part, and then we'll take it from there. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. I really do appreciate it, and have a good one.